Introducing the all-new Backsaver Swing Hopper Auger Mover. Backsavers have interchangeable parts which allows you easy access to move or swing your augers to fit your harvesting needs. Get yours today at Norwood Sales.
Our weed of the week is Volunteer Roundup Ready Canola. And you know, we've had this Roundup Ready canola showing up in places we never thought it could get to. So I don't know what's happening. Birds are spreading it. Or...
Well, there's a lot of ways that it can spread. You say, I've never raised canola, I don't have to worry about this. Look at this weed, and if you happen to see anything that looks even close to it in your field, get after it right away. We've heard of Volunteer Roundup Ready canola spreading in phosphorus fertilizer moving around the country. We've heard of it spreading in hay. We've heard of it spreading along rail lines where it may have blown out of a train. We've heard of birds carrying it. I mean, there are a lot of ways that a tiny, tiny seed like canola can move around the country.
Okay, so how are we going to control this thing? Let's start in the tough crop in soybeans. Roundup doesn't kill it, what will? You
can use Kicksaw, and a burn down Kicksaw will burn off a lot of broadleaf weeds, including Roundup Ready canola if you use it at the right rate. You could post-emerge, use Pursuit or Raptor. Either one of those two products are good helpers on canola. And also FlexStar does a real nice job controlling Volunteer canola. You just have to get it early if you're going to get it.
Yeah, FlexStar would be my choice. In corn, you know, I think most broadleaves, most weeds, period, are pretty easy to control in corn. We have so many different options. But when it comes to this, this Roundup Ready canola, it's tough. Balance Flex is probably the best thing you can use pre-emerge. But post-emerge, boy, if you use Status or Callisto, Loudus, Impact, any of those, they'll kill almost anything else out in the field for broadleaves. They will not kill Volunteer Roundup Ready canola once it gets above, let's call it 6 inches tall or so. If it's small, yeah, no big deal. But when that Volunteer Roundup Ready canola gets big, that's where you end up with trouble.
All right, well, how about wheat, Brian? You know, we usually think, well, wheat's going to be so thick, it's going to shade things out, but that canola can get a start out there too.
Well, I hate to use 2,4-D in wheat, but 2,4-D would control Volunteer Roundup Ready canola. You could certainly go out there with Husky as well. Wide match isn't going to be real great on it. Unless you throw in one of the sulfonylureas, but if it was me, Husky'd probably be my first bet.
So keep an eye out this year for Volunteer Roundup Ready canola. It looks a lot like wild mustard, and it takes people by surprise in their field. You have to control it early if you want to do a good job.
Well, that's it for our Weed of the Week, but stay tuned. Iron Talk is coming up next.